Hey guys, I'm here and I hope that you are feeling great. We are going to do Pilates style abs, arms and glutes. So this kind of area, most of our body essentially. We've got a little bit of a twist on it in terms of there's some equipment you can use. If you haven't got any of this stuff though, this is going to work really well just as a bodyweight normal Pilates session. But if you want to bring in a little bit of extra spice, then if you've got a nice booty band, so a big, thick booty band, that's going to come around the thighs. And if you've got some form of light weight, so I'm going to use my lovely Pilates balls. These are 3 kilos a pair, so 1.5 kilos each. You could have that similar equivalent in strength bars or the dumbbells or some kind of weight if you want to. It isn't 100% strictly necessary, so don't panic if you haven't got something like that. And we're going to come down to sitting on a mat to begin with. So let's come and sit all the way back. So use your arms to just support you here. Don't curl in, don't round your shoulders and sink into this. So keep your chest lifted, keep your spine straight. And then we're going to set the legs a little bit further apart. And we're just going to start in with a lovely hip roll or knee roll. Coming down, you don't have to come all the way down to the floor. You could come just up here to begin with if you want to, depends how tight you are feeling through those hips. The idea is that we're going to try and loosen them off slightly and almost get a little bit of a glute massage on the mat. Good, let's do a couple more each side. And then bring the soles of your feet together. So you're going to hold onto your ankles and just draw them in towards your pelvis, still sitting up nice and tall. You could come into just a little rock through here. Or if you wanted to bring your elbows down into the inside of the knees and just press those thighs away for more of a stretch in the inner thighs, you can. Or you could even come into a little balance and lift those heels up off the floor. Shoulders relaxed and just having a little balance, or even with a bit of movement here. Just have a play around. Certainly during our warm up and cool down, the stretches are here for whatever feels good for you. Let's take the legs nice and wide. You're going to creep your hands or your fingertips along those legs to wherever you can. It might be here, kind of calf, shin height. It might be a little further down towards the ankles. Flex the toes if you can, bring them in towards you and you can hold on here. You should get a really lovely stretch all the way up. Insides of the legs, the backs of the legs, the backs of the knees. Maybe you feel tight through your Achilles. Oh, feels good. And release. And then come to sitting however you're comfortable. It doesn't have to be cross-legged, but take it into a little shoulder roll out here. We'll give the wrists a little roll too. Good. And we'll just take the neck from side to side a couple of times. Or even into a little sweep if that feels good. Oh, okay. I could keep on going with that for ages, but we've got work to do, my friends. So if you have got a booty band, an activation band, let's step into it now. So you want to bring it up about mid-thigh, okay? So not too high up, but not too low down. And then we're going to be sitting to begin with, and you want to step your legs out into that band. So they're not going to come super far. You want to be pulling the band apart the whole time, but enough that you can just feel that activation kick in. We're going to take the arms out long. You're going to pull your belly button back towards your spine. And we're just going to start in with a couple of little C curls. Just the first move, getting a little bit of movement into the spine. So you're coming back only as far as feels good for you, remember? So from sitting, pull the belly button in around that lower back, roll down, and then exhale, come back up. Good. So if you have got that band on, you will start to feel those thighs just firing up a little bit more here. Let's do 2 more like this. 1. Good. You can come further back if you want to. And 2. Roll and release the shoulders. And then from here, we're going to take it into a bow and arrow. And this is where, if you are using weights, you could bring in your weights. Don't need to be heavy weights though here, okay? So I'm going to hold the balls in my hands, palms underneath. If you're using bars, obviously just grip onto them. With our bow and arrows, I want you to either just come back on your twist, so staying nice and tall, just getting that lovely rotational movement, or start sinking that elbow back towards the floor. Maybe you come about halfway, or maybe you drop all the way back. So this is getting abs and arms and thighs, if you've got the band on, covering what I told you we'd be doing in this workout, all in one move. Good. Option if you want to add opposite heel lift to the elbow that's dropping back. So we're working cross body. Again, if you've got that band on, keep those legs kind of wide. Don't bring the knees in too close together. And so you can see if you are using weights, they do not need to be heavy here. You will feel them. We've got 4, 3. Good, let's go for 2. And 1 more to finish off. And 1. Release your weights down if you're using weights. Take your legs long and just bring yourself into a forward fold. Should feel really nice on that lower back. Take a moment here. Good. And then we're going to drop back to our elbows. So shuffle your bottom forward slightly. Drop yourself to your elbows. And again, we're not sinking and collapsing into the mat here. We're lifting chest, lifting hips so that spine is straight. Your elbows are just here as a support. We're going to take it into a leg press. You can do this with a single leg on the floor. Flex the foot of the leg that's pressing and press out and away. Again, if you're in a band, you're pressing into that band. Or we could do this as a tabletop kind of position. So still alternating legs, coming up one at a time. Or a little more advanced still, you could come into a double leg press. If you're using the band, this one is really more intense into the abs. But if you're wanting to work the legs a little more and you're using a band, I would stick with single, because then you're going to get that pull of the band. If you're doing a single leg on the floor, switch sides. Good. Keep that chest lifted. Awesome, guys, you got it. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more for me. 1, amazing. Pop your feet on the floor and then release your elbows. Bring yourself all the way down to lying on the mat. Maybe take your arms a little wider and then now allowing your knees to just come into a little roll down onto one side. Oh, feels good. See if you can keep the chest facing up to the ceiling. And then back through center, roll down to the other side. Good. Exhale, come back up. Just make sure that you walk those heels in a little bit closer towards your bottom. We're going to be rolling up into a bridge, and I'm going to add in some weighted arms as well, or bodyweight arms, okay? So before we do that, pull that belly button in, hug it in towards your spine. Start lifting those hips, pressing up, 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 up. Keep lifting until you get to the point where you can hold the maximum lift, squeeze into those glutes. Again, if you've got the band on, maybe shuffle those feet out a little wider. Those thighs will be feeling it. Then take a hold of your weights and bring your arms up to the ceiling. Straight arms directly above your chest. We're going to stay in bridge. I want you to keep as much stability through those hips as you can. So try not to move them side to side and try not to sink them down towards your mat now. And then we're going to scissor those arms back and forth. Nice and slow and controlled. Good. Beautiful. So keep coming here. Really concentrate in on this movement, keeping those hips lifted, keep the height in your bridge. Good. Pressing out into that band, really activating into those thighs. And then scissoring those arms back and forth. There's a lot of different muscles being recruited here, guys. It's all going on. You're doing great. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's do one more. 1. Take both hands down to the mat, and then slowly, slowly roll yourself down, melt yourself back into the mat. No rush here. Come down vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way down. Once you are down, bring those knees into your chest. Have a little hug or circle through. Good. And then lift your feet up. So both legs are up towards the ceiling. You can absolutely have a little bend in your knees here. So if you're super tight through your hamstrings or your calves, it's more comfortable to keep a bend in the knee. Keep a bend in the knee, that's fine. If you want to straighten them out and get more of a stretch, you can. Less intensity, keep them really lifted, pointed up to the ceiling. More intensity through the abs, drop them away from your torso without lifting that lower back. So try and keep just a little gap between your spine and your mat, but if it starts to increase, draw your legs back in. From here, we're going to scissor, so crossing over the ankles. And you can do this with shoulders down to the floor, or you can take a little exhale and come into a shoulder lift. So let's get that scissor action going. So notice the difference in terms of intensity levels, especially in your abs, between having your legs up high or taking them further away. Okay, so find the point that's right for you. Then, once your brain has got this motion going on, I want you to pick up your weights, lift your elbows off the floor so that they're not resting on the floor, and we're going to add in a little bicep curl here. I know, it's a lot of brain work, it's a lot to think about. You're doing great there. Doesn't have to be fast. Just breathe through. You're doing great. Yes, guys. It's all happening. Pilates arms, Pilates legs, Pilates abs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Release those big belly balls. Set your feet down. Whatever kind of stretch you want to do here. Maybe a couple of little pelvic tilts might feel really nice on that lower back. Or into a little hug or squeeze or back in to your knee rolls. We're going to change position one final time. Just a single move to finish off here, but we're going to do it from side lying, which means once on each side. So we're going to come into side plank. You could do this from the elbow, or if you're more comfortable, up on a high wrist, absolutely, come up onto a high wrist. And you can do this from knees, or you can do this from straight legs. So loads of different positions, okay? I'm going to give you a couple of options to add in. First option, leg lift. If you normally come from here and you want to try the leg lift, maybe try it first of all from kneeling. Good. Second option you're going to bring in is an overhead weight, just to hold with the weight. So you could be here just with the hold of the weight. You could be here with a leg lift and with the hold of the weight. Or you could just be here in your side plank. You've got 2, 1, release. And then of course, we are simply going to repeat on the other side. So let's spin ourselves around. Again, think about your positioning. Elbow here is great. This is a great side plank. Don't feel that if you're coming from the knees, it's a cheat. But maybe add in that leg lift. Obviously, if you haven't got the band on, that leg might be coming up a lot higher. Or come into just your side plank, but add in your overhead stretch. Lots of little progressions that you can add in to just increase the intensity. Good. You've got it, guys. Have it all going on, whatever works. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release and spin yourself up to sitting. If you are wearing a band, just take it off. Step out of that band. Your legs are going to feel beautifully light. Good. Give those shoulders a roll through, especially up to feet down in side plank. And then come into a little press, side to side. So you can use your knees as a bit of leverage here. Good, come back up to center. Exhale. Take an arm up overhead. Relax the supporting arm. Let the elbow bend into the ribcage. Shoulder drop away from the ear. And then sweep across, same on the opposite side. Feel that lovely stretch through the waist. Good, come back through center. Once again, take those legs out wide. Creep your fingertips along them. Find that stretch. Oh. Hold here. Tuck your chin to your chest. Allow yourself to kind of fold into this. You're just going to hold here. Just noticing how everything's feeling. Making a little mental note if there's anywhere in particular that you want to stretch off. Just like I said at the beginning, the warm up and the cool down. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing, okay? Make it your own. Maybe your neck needs a little bit of a stretch out. Maybe you want to come up to standing and stretch out your thighs. Please do whatever works for you. Make sure that you grab a drink and let me know how you got on. I hope you enjoyed it. A lot of action and thinking packed into that one, but I hope that you're feeling great, feeling strong, feeling stretched. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.